Many of us know social norms, and norms are the usually normal things we do daily. The question is, what if we break or violate them? What will be its effect to other people? Let's all agree that social norms are not what they seem to be. Social norms are shared standards of acceptable behavior by groups. They can be both informal understanding that govern of the behaviors of members of society, as well as codified into rules and laws. The social normative influences or social norms are deemed to be powerful drivers of human behavioral changes and are well organized and incorporated major theories which explain human behavior. Some of these are composed of multiple norms. When we say norms, these are shared social beliefs about behavior, thus they are distinct from ideas, attitudes, and values, which can be held privately and which do not necessarily contain behavioral patterns. Context, social group, and historical circumstances all influence norms. Now let's talk about what if we break them. We break the norms of the society, and we all know that breaking a few norms is considered a grave offense and the person is subjected to formal punishment. People are punished by either being fined or being in prison that disrupt national society's normal functioning. When you violate social norms, people stop interacting with you. You may lose your job. You may be removed from a homeowners association or another group. You are alone, rejected, because society is uncomfortable with your behavior and therefore wants to lose it. There are something you can do would be considered off limits. It would be a good policy to refrain from the following: any sort of lead behavior or speech violation, or private property, and any sort of action that would be considered illegal. For example, you must do not anything that violates a law, disrupt a class or public events, involve sexual conduct or sexuality explicit speech, offends or threatens others, or includes taking or vandalism property of another person, such as violation of the standard will result in a score of zero. Some of the social norms in our society are the relationship with a large age gap. We all know that the relationship is a serious decision and takes patient understanding and maturity. Engaging in a relationship with a large age gap. Life experience can be significantly different when there is a substantial age gap in our society. We consider relationship with a high age gap to be problematic. Most people try to make age gap relationship into normal ones, but an age gap relationship is neither an easy task nor a normal relationship, such as bad relationship of 15 to 20 years old. The more mature partner may end up carrying a heavier emotional load in the relationship, is leading to execution and breakup. Second is misogyny. It is term used for people that despise or discriminate women regardless of their age and appearance. Although misogyny is a feminism may seem similar, they are not. There is a slight nuisance. Misogyny is simple hate towards women, discrimination. How to stop it? Internalized misogyny might be difficult to spot. We have numerous pervasive beliefs about how women should exist that society from the expectation gender standards no matter how independent we think we are. It's critical to be aware as well as your own thoughts and opinions, not just about other women but also about yourself. Women who are empowered women are other women. The gender psychology finds that expected to actively learn and maintain their status as real men or risk losing the value of group status. Male kinds of females prostitute argues that clients are simply seeking an emotional sexual release or looking for a wild and varied sexual experience. Yet other sex workers portray clients as lonely, vulnerable, designing of emotional connection with women. Men in the fragile masculinity category feel uncomfortable around women, unattractive to women, and rejected by women in the sexual marketplace. While consumer masculinity men get excited by approaching a prostitute, seek a barrel of partners, and do not want the responsibilities of relationship. Unrest, toxic masculinity can lead to various issues which manifest themselves into conflicts within the man and his environment. It also can be underlying in cases of bullying, assault, and risky behavior, learning difficulties. It can lead to domestic violence, imprisonment, and can affect both physically and mentally. Third is body shaming. This is the act of kind or practice to someone to criticize their mock of their size and shape, faults of the body imperfections. Body shaming is an inappropriate act by giving negative comments another person weight or size frequently. This is something that overweight people are the mainly subjected to, but there's an increasing trend in criticizing those who look too skinny. Body shaming can lead to mental health issues including disorders, depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, confidence, and body dysmorphia, as well as the feeling of guilt into someone's body. As for today's generation, body shaming must not be normalized. Any type of body shouldn't be criticized or even mocked by someone because in my point of view, no matter that what size or shape of body you have, you're beautiful and pretty in every step of the way. Why it needs to stop body shaming can lead to mental health issues including eating disorder, depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and body dysmorphia, as well as the general feeling of hating one's body. The fifth is, if we say gender, first thing in our mind is the abilities of males, females, and everything life. Gender bias in education, students are often discriminated against based on their gender. Bias could be defined as perception one's hold for a certain gender. The people do it unconsciously or sometimes consciously. Society has provided some rules to all genders. Gender discrimination is the unequal or disadvantageous treatment of an individual or group of individuals based on their gender. We are living in a world full of judgmental people. We judge people the way they talk, the way they walk. We judge people even if they don't know. Society is especially the main proponent of judgment. Who is society? It is us, if the people we judge others easily, the way we judge men and women, the way we judge black and white people, the way we judge their certain strength. But it can be changed. We can be changed. I am Kenneth A. Villareal, sending you to seek gender equality. Each one of us, I been treated equally. I seek gender equality not because I am a member of LGBTQ community, but as a human because I believe that every person has equal rights. We should respect one gender and feelings and emotion. We deserve to be respected because we are human. Each one of us have a different DNA and we fall under two categories, male and female. But our similarities are that all of us are human and humans deserve to be respected. If we want to employ gender equality, we should treat others equally. Make the one society a better place. Having a gender bias in education is unfair. It's also in education, but in everything. Because all people on earth are God creation. So why you should have a gender bias in education? Why you should discriminate against person by their gender? Everything in our society is created by God. So let's spread love to each other and everyone. Once again, I am Kenneth A. Villareal from TD11A, telling the world is changing and we are going to be the ones who lead the change. We need to start breaking negative norms in society and make it to be yourself.